Hello, and thanks for tuning in to Washington Exec's Veterans Day series, where we're speaking with some of the most innovative companies in GovCon about how they recognize this federal holiday and support veterans throughout the year. Today, I'm speaking with Brian Heffernan, who is Global Manager of DEI&B and Military Programs at Amentum, and he's also an Army veteran. Brian, thank you for your service, and thanks for speaking with me today.
Thank you, Rachel. Looking forward to this opportunity and talking about this great company.
Wonderful. Tell us about your personal and professional connection to the veteran community.
I served 22 years in the Army, uh, retired out of Rock Island Arsenal as a garrison sergeant major. And what that basically is you're running the installation on behalf of the Army. And had the pleasure of overseeing the transition assistance program while in that job. So we were transitioning service members out. And then I transitioned out at my 22nd year and came to work for Amentum as a program manager. And I oversaw the John Deere contract. And while doing that, I started to bring SkillBridge interns on, which are military service members transitioning in the last 180 days, and started employing them after the SkillBridge program. So a good amount of my employees were transitioning service members. The company got wind of that, and I was contacted and asked if would be something I would be interested in doing, as a job. And that's what I do today. So I got to serve in the military, and now I get to impact their lives as they transition.
Wonderful. And how does Amentum recognize and support the veteran community throughout the year? And what role do you play in these efforts?
Yeah, so I am that dedicated resource for the company and for the veteran. So I basically represent the veteran as they are looking to be employed within the company. We do a lot. I like to say we put action behind the talk, and not just say we're military friendly, but be actually military friendly. And so we have multiple programs that I manage. SkillBridge internship program is one of them. We are partnered with Army Pays. We also have the P3 program, which is with the Army Reserve. We have a National Guard program. And then we have multiple third-party relationships with many universities that house veterans. I also assist veterans that are out of the military and making sure their resumes are built properly before they get to the hiring manager, and how to properly target a position and speak not only to everything they did, but specifically to what we're looking for.
Brian, can you share some of the challenges that veterans face coming in and how Amentum helps address those?
Yeah, so some of the challenges, one, got to remember a veteran or somebody that is transitioning out of the military, they have not built a resume. They are placed in positions based on their experience, their role within the Army, and then they may be put in an uncomfortable position and to perform duties outside of their job's, skill set. Well, they're building their resume, and they're trying to do their best to, express that through writing. And so they'll put a lot on their resume, which may not apply to the job that they're applying for. So I am that person that in the middle will communicate that within Amentum. So if you have a company that doesn't have a person like me and doesn't know how to read between the lines, that could get lost in translation. So I get to take a moment with that veteran, teach them how to properly build the resume. That way, when it gets to the hiring manager, they know exactly they can interpret it. So I also do the same thing with the hiring managers. I educate them on, this is the first resume they built, and whether it be 4 years or 20 plus years. So that way they understand, hey, Brian, can you help me read between the lines in this resume? And I will do that. Some of the hiring initiatives that we have, are what I named earlier, SkillBridge and multiple other partnerships. And we are entering into other partnerships currently. So we usually enter into 3 to 5 new partnerships a year. And then what I do is make sure that we're using them effectively.
Wonderful. Do you have specific Veterans Day programs or initiatives planned this year?
Yeah, so I'm also the chair for the Veteran Employee Resource Network in the company. Very rewarding. So when I focus on recruiting, I also focus on retention. And having our Veteran Employee Resource Network is an opportunity to share some of the resources that are out there external to the company. And then I could also voice what we have internal to the company. Um, we are actually doing a very personal one this year where we're bringing veterans on. We're sharing their pictures in each branch of service, and then they get to tell their best story that they remember and why they're proud to serve their country.
Fantastic. Considering so many GovCon companies employ a large percentage of veterans, why is it so important to you and to Amentum to continue recognizing veterans not just on Veterans Day, but all year round?
Yeah, because what they've done for their country is one, and then it becomes, am I going to be forgotten as I transition to the civilian culture? And at a minimum, we try to make everybody comfortable, not even just the military veteran, but all of the groups. And so, specific to the military veteran, just knowing that the culture is very important that they grew up in is trying to mirror that in some form or fashion, be able to, ensure that they're comfortable when they go into their next walk of life. I wore Army on my chest for 22 years, and I wear a Amentum on my chest now, and for 5 years, and absolutely love it. It's amazing culture, and I did not know it existed. The government contracting role, I had no idea when I was getting out, and so I try to do the best that I can to let people know that Amentum does exist and that we are here and we do want them to come work for us.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for coming on and talking with me today.
Absolutely. Thank you for the opportunity, Rachel.